The recent news of mentioned recent plane crash serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks associated with air travel. Though statistically, flying remains one of the safest modes of transportation, the sheer scale and impact of aviation accidents often leave an indelible mark on our collective memory. Over the years, the world has borne witness to numerous aviation disasters, each tragic event a harsh lesson learned and a solemn reminder of the importance of aviation safety. These incidents, often etched in the annals of history, serve as stark reminders of the fragility of life and the importance of continuous improvement in aviation safety standards. Join us now as we delve into the stories behind 5 of the most devastating plane crashes in history, examining the circumstances that led to these tragedies and their lasting impact on the world. The year is 1977. The location, the Los Rodeos Airport in Tenerife, Canary Islands. What began as a day of diverted flights due to a bombing at a nearby airport would culminate in the deadliest aviation accident in history. 2 Boeing 747s, one belonging to KLM, the other to Pan Am, found themselves grounded on the same runway due to congestion on the taxiways. Visibility was poor. A dense fog had settled over the airport, severely limiting the vision of the pilots and air traffic control. As the KLM flight prepared for takeoff, a series of miscommunications and misunderstandings occurred between the pilots and the air traffic control tower. The KLM flight, still shrouded in fog, began its takeoff run without clearance, unaware that the Pan Am aircraft was still on the runway. The resulting collision was catastrophic. The KLM flight, unable to stop in time, slammed into the Pan Am jet, instantly killing all 248 souls on board the KLM flight. The Pan Am aircraft struck while taxiing, suffered a similarly grim fate, with 335 out of 396 passengers and crew perishing in the wreckage. The Tenerife Airport disaster, a tragedy born from a perfect storm of human error, poor visibility and communication breakdowns, remains a chilling reminder of the importance of clear communication and strict adherence to safety protocols in aviation. August 12, 1985. A Boeing 747, operated by Japan Airlines as Flight 123, takes off from Tokyo's Haneda Airport, destined for Osaka. On board are 524 passengers and crew, unaware of the tragedy that awaits them. 12 minutes into the flight, disaster struck. A faulty repair on the aircraft's rear pressure bulkhead, conducted 7 years prior, finally gave way. The resulting explosive decompression tore off a large portion of the vertical stabilizer, rendering the aircraft uncontrollable. For 32 harrowing minutes, the crippled 747 remained airborne, its flight path erratic and unpredictable as the pilots desperately fought to regain control. Despite their valiant efforts, the aircraft, now flying erratically through mountainous terrain, eventually crashed into Mount Takamagahara, just 62 miles from Tokyo. The impact was devastating. Only 4 souls, all female passengers seated in the rear fuselage, miraculously survived the crash, a testament to the unpredictable nature of such disasters. The crash of Japan Airlines Flight 123, the deadliest single-aircraft accident in history, underscored the critical importance of proper aircraft maintenance and the unforgiving consequences of even seemingly minor oversights. November 12, 1996, over the skies of Charkhi Dadri, India, 2 aircraft, a Saudi Arabian Airlines Boeing 747 and a Kazakhstan Airlines Ilyushin Il-76 cargo plane, are on a collision course, their paths destined to intersect in a horrific display of mid-air destruction. The Saudi Arabian flight, en route from Delhi to Dhahran, had been cleared to descend to 15,000 feet. Meanwhile, the Kazakhstan aircraft, arriving from Shymkent, Kazakhstan, was approaching Delhi, cleared to descend to 14,500 feet. A combination of factors, including language barriers between the Kazakh crew and Indian air traffic control, pilot error, and inadequate air traffic control procedures, led to the disaster. The Kazakh aircraft descended below its assigned altitude, directly into the path of the descending Saudi Arabian Boeing 747. The collision was unavoidable. The 747's left wing sliced through the Ilyushin's fuselage, instantly killing all 349 on board the Saudi Arabian flight and all 37 on the Kazakh aircraft. This mid-air collision, the deadliest in history, highlighted the critical need for standardized communication protocols and improved air traffic control systems, especially in congested airspace. March 3, 1974, a Turkish Airlines McDonnell Douglas DC-10, operating as Flight 981, departs Paris-Orly Airport, bound for London Heathrow. On board are 344 passengers and crew, unaware that they are flying in an aircraft with a critical design flaw. Just 6 minutes after takeoff, disaster struck. A faulty cargo door latch, a known issue with the DC-10 model, failed, causing a section of the cargo hold floor to collapse. The sudden decompression caused a section of the cabin floor to be sucked out of the aircraft, taking 6 passengers with it. The loss of the cabin floor severed critical control cables, rendering the aircraft uncontrollable. The DC-10 plummeted from the sky, crashing into the Ermenonville forest near Paris at nearly 500 miles per hour. The impact was catastrophic. All 344 souls on board perished, making it, at the time, the deadliest single aircraft accident in history. The tragedy of Turkish Airlines Flight 981 led to significant design modifications in the DC-10's cargo door system, and highlighted the importance of addressing design flaws promptly and transparently. June 23, 1985. Air India Flight 182, a Boeing 747 en route from Montreal to London with a final destination of Bombay, becomes the target of a horrific act of terrorism. On board are 329 passengers and crew, completely unaware of the fate that awaits them. At an altitude of 31,000 feet, over the Atlantic Ocean, a bomb planted by Sikh terrorists detonated in the forward cargo hold. The explosion ripped the aircraft apart, instantly killing all on board. The wreckage of the once majestic 747 plunged into the ocean off the coast of Ireland, scattering debris over a wide area. The recovery effort was massive, but the loss of life was absolute, marking the deadliest act of aviation terrorism until the September 11th attacks. The bombing of Air India Flight 182, a horrific act of violence that shook the world, highlighted the vulnerability of civil aviation to acts of terrorism, and led to increased security measures at airports worldwide. These 5 tragedies, though difficult to revisit, serve as somber reminders of the inherent risks associated with air travel. Each incident, a unique confluence of factors leading to unimaginable loss, prompted significant changes within the aviation industry, changes designed to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. From advancements in aircraft design and maintenance protocols, to improvements in air traffic control systems and security measures, the lessons learned from these disasters continue to shape the way we fly today. As we strive for ever-increasing safety in the skies, it is essential to remember the lives lost in these tragedies, for they serve as a constant reminder of the importance of vigilance, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to safety in the relentless pursuit of conquering the skies.